The Celtics have had a very long history in the NBA, dating all the way back to 1946. With that long championship-filled history, there are bound to be tons of jerseys dating back to that point. I went ahead and tried to compile every single jerseys the Celtics have worn in their history and try to show it in a complete, comprehensive list. I wanted to mention that I would really appreciate it if you wanted to follow my Twitter or Instagram, linked down below. And I hate doing this before the video, but if you wanted to give the video a like for me as well as subscribe, I would really appreciate it. These videos are not the easiest to make, and it would be absolutely great to see that kind of feedback. Alright, now done for the self-promotion, let's get into the jerseys. The Celtics began as an organization in 1946, and their first game was played on November 2nd of the same year. During the first season the Celtics were in Boston, they actually wore sleeved jerseys with a very tight looking belt. I wasn't able to find many photos of this time, so I have a couple screenshots, but my friend over at NBA Jersey Database, which is linked down below in the description, has came up with a great mock-ups of each era of most teams' history. The early Celtics were an absolute mess when it came to jerseys, so I might use this a few times. Throughout the next few years until 1967, the Celtics really did whatever they wanted with their jerseys. Here's a picture of two different Celtics jerseys in the exact same photo, presumably taken in 1953. So giving you screenshots of NBA Jersey Database and the work they did to already uncover the history will definitely be more beneficial. After the sleeve jerseys, the Celtics took a basic route with Celtics on the front of the home and Boston on the front of the away. Then in 1949 they switched to have a green outline around the white word mark, which is pictured here. The next offseason they switched up the neckline. Also, during around I want to say 1951 or so, the Celtics rocked a home jersey with Boston on the front, where I can't actually find the origin of the year. Regardless of that, the Celtics wore the exact same home and away from 1953 to 1968, with the word mark of Boston and Celtics being used differently throughout the years or even interchangeably. In 1968, the Celtics revealed a new style, which is the same style that we see today. This is a thinner word mark compared to before, with Celtics on both the home and away jersey. They are actually still wearing these exact same threads to this day, obviously with small changes throughout, but the main jersey top and shorts remain pretty much the same. The first change took place in 1972, where the player's last name was added to the back of the jersey. In the 1986 offseason, the Celtics added an NBA patch to the front of the jersey and the shorts. In 1998, the Celtics added the Shamrock logo to the waistband of the shorts. These right here are the two jerseys rocked until 2014, until more changes came around. In 2005, the Celtics added in their first ever alternate jersey. This is the first time that they did not just have green and white only. This jersey was green, with black siding and black numbers, and a black Boston word mark, with a Shamrock logo added to each side of the shorts. This was the first time the Celtics had Boston on the front of their jerseys since 1965. In 2006, the Celtics introduced St. Patrick's Day jersey, a jersey that was worn pretty much only on St. Patrick's Day that the Celtics played on until 2013. These were the same as the away jerseys, except with Boston on the front and gold accents and word marks. These were worn, like I said, once a year until 2013. In 2007, during the offseason, the Celtics wore a different jersey for the NBA Europe Live Tour that was pretty much the same as their alternate jersey, with the word mark of Boston being shown in Italy's flag colors. The Shamrock on the side of the shorts was also changed to show the heritage. In 2008, after the Celtics' most recent championship, they wore a variation of their home jersey, with a gold outline around the word mark. This was just to signify the championship win, and was worn for the first game of the 2008 and 2009 season. It also featured an NBA Finals patch. In 2012, the Celtics were featured as a Christmas Day game, and that means that they rock the style of that specific Christmas Day jersey design. This was a green jersey with white outlines around the number and word marks. In 2014, for the St. Patrick's Day jersey, instead of rocking the one from before, they introduced a new sleeved jersey for this design. This had a gold siding and word marks with sleeves instead of the previous design. During the 2014 offseason, the Celtics introduced a new away jersey. Well, a switch, I would say. The word mark now said Boston instead of Celtics. Also, during this offseason, the NBA logo moved to the back of the jersey for the home, away, black alternate, St. Patrick's Day sleeve jersey, and a new sleeve jersey was introduced to this offseason as well. A gray jersey with Celtics on the front in white with a parquet flooring siding. This was the first time in Celtics history that they did not wear white or green as their main color. For St. Patrick's Day in 2015 and 16, the Celtics reverted their design to a non-sleeved version. This is actually different from the previous design, as the siding and shorts now feature what was on their sleeve variation instead of the ones from the years prior. They wore these for St. Patrick's Day in 2016 and 17. In 2016, the Celtics were again picked to play on Christmas, which features a cursive Boston wordmark and cream accents instead of white. In 2017, Nike took over as the NBA jersey supplier, and didn't change much about the home and away jersey except for the Nike patch, but actually scrapped the alternate green with black and introduced a primarily black jersey with Celtics on the front. This is the team's current statement jersey and has been worn in every single season since. Also, in 2017, each team was given a city jersey, a fourth main jersey, which was to be rotated every single season. The Celtics introduced a gray jersey, which definitely brings back the sleeved gray jersey vibes, but was originally supposed to have a parquet style as the color. I'm not sure if I just can't see the detailing, as I don't think I ever saw one of these in person, but I believe they ended up being all gray. In 2018, the Celtics switched their city jersey to a white jersey with yellow accents, similar to their championship jersey from 2008. This also featured different siding though. Also during the season, Nike introduced a new jersey for every NBA team to reach the playoffs the season prior, which was referred to as the earned jersey. The Celtics jersey was an alternate of their city jersey, which was primarily green with the same yellow as the wordmark and numbers and also used for the accents. In 2019, the Celtics introduced a new city jersey, this one with a new font with gold accents instead of yellow as the previous year. This gold was similar to the one that they used for the St. Patrick's Day jerseys from years prior. This was the first time in Celtics history the font on the front of their jersey was changed at all, other than the Christmas Day jerseys of 2016. And that's it. That is all of the Celtics jerseys dating back to 1946. Like I said before I started, the early years of the Celtics were an absolute mess to try and decipher. And I even saw some really weird alternate jerseys that kind of look sick, but I don't think they were for the actual Boston Celtics, if that makes sense. I think they were a different Celtics team. As well as a weird blue version of the home white, but I believe that's just different rendering. I don't think it was supposed to be blue. I think it's still green, but I'm not sure. I don't know. All I know is that I really appreciate you watching this far, and if you aren't subscribed, haven't followed me on Twitter or Insta, and haven't liked the video, what are you doing? Anyways, take care and have a great day.